Been in school for many years already, and we've been encountering this big term curriculum over and over, starting from grade 1 or perhaps kindergarten, when your parents would ask for the curriculum of the school. And when you turn to college, you perhaps did the same thing, asking for the curriculum of the program that you are interested to. Now that you are a reservice teacher, you've been seeing that big term curriculum over and over. But the question is, do you know what that one really is? Well, that's why I am here right now to discuss curriculum and its meaning. Actually, there are many definitions of curriculum, spearheaded, for instance, of psychologists to sociologists to curricular administrators to teachers to trainers and many more. Some directly oppose to other definitions, others try to back up or support the previous definitions or others' perspectives on curriculum. To give you some examples, teachers would say that a curriculum refers to the content or course of studies. How about some prominent figures? Let's start with John Dewey. For him, curriculum refers to the organized bodies of truth that we call studies. Maria Montessori, on the other hand, refers curriculum as something that in need with the incorporation of learning outcomes tailored to the specific learning needs and interests of a certain individual. Hilda Tabak says that curriculum should contain a statement or a specific objective. Meanwhile, Ralph Tyler pinpoints that curriculum refers to all the learning of students which is planned and directed by school administrators in order to attain educational goals. For the sake of this discussion, we will use the definition of Ebert and Culyer in their book titled Introduction to Education. This definition is broad and I think is fitting so that we can better understand curriculum itself. According to them, curriculum refers to the means and materials in which the students interact. And what do you mean by the following? Means. Let's start with that. Means are the strategies or methods that a teacher or a school administrator use in order to foster learning experiences. Some examples could be, let's have modeling, practice, drill. It can incorporate also tests and other methods and techniques in order to facilitate learning. Materials, on the other hand, refer to the subjects or topics to be presented, or even we can say the media format. Media formats, such, examples of which are, for subjects, we can say literature or math. We can even add here for media format like books, of course, the classic one, and the contemporary one today, like computer programs. And if we're gonna add more into this, there are various perspectives that surround curriculum. Let's have the following. Well, there may be like people saying that curriculum should be planned, and yes, they would pinpoint that, and it should be deliberately planned by the school authorities or teachers. Put that here, school authorities. We have number 2. Some people in the field of education assert that no, it's not it's not like curriculum should always be planned. There are instances that curriculum is unplanned. And if we're gonna think of that, well, it can incorporate some of the improvisations of the teacher. Like you would hear your teacher in a mere instant putting forward trending topics which originally wasn't in the curriculum. And lastly, there's another perspective that curriculum should be organized. Yes, and the focus here is to attain the outcomes. Being equipped with the necessary knowledge, values, and skills after completing such curriculum. And the key and defining element in the definition of curriculum by Ebert and Culyer is that curriculum is a plan, and it should be directly affecting the student or the learner in order to be really and truly be part of curriculum. Because if it does not directly affect the student, then it's just part of what they call educational wish. That's it for this moment, and see you in our next session.